It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Cousins to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And running with power here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Dancing to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 6-0 our score after one. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins out to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw again. Cousins firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Play action now. Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind behind you in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. On third down, here's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Buying time to his left. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete.
Get ready. That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. So we hit. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down. and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, 43 yards. On first down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Crosby puts it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And quickly, they get to the line. They run again on first down. Cook. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. Brushing off defenders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A big play that time on a catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back now at Lambeau. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Cousins, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Rodgers on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. Slant to Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers, it's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins here to throw. Rolling to his left. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Cousins escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Rodgers again now. Wide open receiver complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.